I no longer want to be alive. This is not a ploy. This is not a hook. This is not anything to for entertainment purposes. I do not want to be on this planet anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired. Gas is high. We could barely afford groceries. We could barely afford rent. Why do I need to make three times the rent when there is no job out there paying me three times the rent? And if I need to break the lease, I have to pay rent plus a month or so, or 2 months the rent. Lights are high. Gas is high. The gas bill. Existing is expensive. You have to pay hundreds of thousands of dollars to have a child. But we need children to keep the future of the human race progressing. I'm ready for God to come back. I'm ready for Jesus to return. I'm tired of being alive on this planet. People are rude to you on the internet for absolutely no reason. I just saw a video of pilots, military pilots, getting arrested because they didn't want to bomb innocent people. This video might get flagged. Y'all may not even see this, or more than likely it's going to get suppressed and it's only going to get maybe 75 views. Not 7,500, not 75,000, 75 views. Now, what I did see is that, y'all remember when Sonic was coming out and everybody was like, we don't like this, go fix it, right? And then they delayed the movie and then they fixed it. They did the exact same thing with a different movie. I can't think of the name of it right now. They were like, we don't like this, go fix it. Then Jimmy Kimmel got fired. That good old white man on that nice TV, late night TV. Y'all boycotted Disney and they lost $3 billion of revenue across Disney Plus, the theme parks, Disney merchandise. They lost $3 billion. Taxation is theft. Okay? Taxation is theft. They tax the money. There is no law that requires us to pay taxes. And if there is one, I've yet to see it. Now, take taxation, right? They take your check. They tax you for what you made. If you make $1,000 or so dollars, $1,100, they take about $240 from you, give or take a few tens of dollars, right? So they tax you on your paycheck. And then when you go and buy something with that money, they tax you. Again, it's called sales tax. Medicaid, Medicare, the healthcare system is what is being taken out of your check, right? But you still need to have insurance to be able to afford healthcare. And healthcare does not cover dentistry or eyes. That makes no sense. Are they not a part of my health? See, it sounds like I'm everywhere, but I'm in the same ballpark. I'm tired of this. Everything is high. Nobody, you banded together, people. Y'all banded together against Disney and the Sonic movie. Let's do taxes next. Let's do taxes next. Let's do student loans next, because that is definitely a scam. College, a scam. Insurance companies, why in the world am I paying you full coverage? Full coverage. I'm paying between $200, $300, $400 for 2 cars, full coverage. For 2010 vehicles, old vehicles, why is insurance that much? And then you're not covering when I crash my car. Somebody hit me. You're not paying for that? That seems scamish to me. There are so many other things, a plethora of things that I could sit here and vent and complain about, but I'm tired. And then they tell you, oh, well, go and do this, go and do that, and you'll succeed. Just climb that ladder. Climb that professional ladder. You'll make the money that you need to make to survive. We can barely survive. We're barely surviving. People are depressed, suicidal. People are frustrated. There are unicorn jobs out there that are really paying people, okay? But everybody doesn't have access to those jobs. Everybody's not getting hired for those jobs. I am tired of being alive. And if I didn't love God, if I didn't love Jesus, if hell wasn't on my radar, I would be out ski. I'm gonna tell y'all that right now. Hard work doesn't pay off. Doing the right thing doesn't pay off on this planet. Just recap through all the stuff that I said. I ain't never talked this long on TikTok. And I'll guarantee you, nobody's gonna make it this far. But I'm tired. Y'all be easy.
All right, guys. He made a lot of talking points here, and before I get into the video, I would just like to mention, like, why does he have a bonnet on? Like, why is he wearing a bonnet? It looks feminine as crazy. I mean, like, females are the ones that usually wear bonnets, but why does he have a bonnet on? It looks feminine. All right, but anyway, so let's get into the video. He did a lot of talking here, and I didn't wanted to cut the video short because I always like the video to play out to its full, so that you guys will able to listen to it fully without any interruption. So he had a lot of talking points here, and basically he's complaining about life, that life is very expensive, and the cost of living has gone high actually. So he's not ready to live anymore. He wants to die basically. He doesn't want to live anymore in this world because of the cost of living. Well, this is something that most Americans are facing, and the economy is not as good as Trump promised, but we are all facing the same thing, man. Life is hard, especially for people that don't have good jobs. If you are somebody that have a low paying job, or you are working minimum wage, it's gonna be tough, you know. Like you need at least. I looked at this documentary the other day. I was watching this documentary the other day on CBS, and they were saying that to live comfortably right now in America, you need to have at least an income of $200,000 a year. Like if you want to live comfortably, you need to have an income of at least $200,000 a year, which is crazy, which is outrageous. Because I remember back in the days, um, oh man, you could survive on $40,000 a year and you were good. Home prices were down, car prices were down, bills were down. Way back in the days, you could survive on a very low wage, but not today. Not today. The cost of living has gone exponentially very high. So you really need a good income to survive in today's day and age. So I agree with you on that. That I actually absolutely agree that the cost of living is outrageous and everything is expensive right now. Groceries are expensive, bills are expensive. BGE bill, oh my goodness, especially during the winter time. If you use the heat in your home, your bill is gonna go up like this. BG is expensive. Gas is kind of like that. Gas bill also is expensive. Rent too is not cheap. Rent is not cheap. So living standard is expensive. I agree with you on that. So he made a lot of talking points here. So he talked about um, children. To raise children is very expensive. That I know. It costs like a hundred of thousands of dollars to raise a child till the child turns 18 years of age. It costs a couple of hundred of thousands of dollars, which is expensive. And we also need children to forward the human race. I agree with him on that. So, but um, for some people might decide not to have children. Like some people might decide like, hey, I don't want to have children. I don't want to raise children because children are expensive. So you don't have to pay all that extra money to raise another human being. Yeah, people do that, but that's not just me though. Me personally, I love kids. I can't live without having children. I myself I have two kids already, so I'm doing what I can to raise my kids. So he did another talking point about people being rude on the internet. Like I disagree with him on that. Like if people are being rude on the internet, then shut the internet off. Shut the internet off. Turn your phone off. Turn your computer off. Shut the internet off, or don't pay any mind. because today is a day of social media. So people are gonna speak regardless whether you say something that is true, whether you're wrong, it doesn't matter. People will always give their opinion on the internet. People will you always get flagged on the internet, insulted or whatever. It doesn't matter. Especially if you are in the content creation game. Like if you are somebody that you speak your mind on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, you gotta have a thick skin because people on the internet will always talk. People will talk trash. People will insult you. Your life might even get threatened on the internet. So that's just the reality of what we are living right now. So you basically have to have a thick skin and don't care about what people say about you. So he made another talking point about taxation. Okay, for the taxes, I do agree with him on the taxes because the more money you make, the more taxes Uncle Sam takes out of your check. So you basically we basically paying taxes for everything. Like when you go to a grocery store, actually you pay sales tax too. I think here in Maryland, I think you pay like 6% sales tax. You know, of everything that you buy, you pay 6% sales tax here in Maryland, and I don't know in other states, but for the taxation, yeah, I do agree with him. But yeah, because there's no law actually that says that uh, taxation. There's no law that talks about taxation. So normally we don't even have to pay taxes if you look at it normally because there's no law on taxation. So I do agree with him on that. And then he make another talking point about health insurance. So with the health insurance stuff, again, I do agree with him on that because health insurance is expensive to have health insurance, especially if you are raising a family and you have kids. If you want to benefit from Medicare, Medicaid, then you have to be working like you have to be earning a minimum wage. You have to be working minimum wage. Your salary don't have to be at a certain don't have to be more than a certain threshold for you to benefit from Medicaid. So basically, you have to be poor in order to benefit from free health insurance that the state is giving you, which is not conducive at all. So health insurance is high. I myself, I pay for health insurance. I don't have Medicaid. I pay for health insurance. Health insurance is high. And again, dental insurance, vision insurance are not part of the health insurance. So they are separate. So if you want to um, work on your teeth, have your teeth clean, you know, you need to have a separate insurance for dental. I also have need a separate insurance for vision. If you have eye problems, again, that's more money you have to spend for vision insurance. So which is basically high. The next talking point he talked about was student loans and college. He says student loans and college, that college is a scam. Now, I don't agree with him on the fact that college is a scam because college is a choice. You feel me? It's a choice. Like nobody is obliging you, right, to go to school. Nobody's obliging you to go to school. Like when you finish high school, you can do a trade school. You can go to a trade school to learn a trade like HVAC, plumbing, electricity, and carpentry, masonry. You don't necessarily need to go to college to succeed in life. So when he says college is a scam, I don't agree with him on that because it's a choice. Or if you decide to go to college, you can work part time and you're going to school and you can take that money and then pay off your tuition over time. And when you finish your college, you don't have any debt. Or what you can do is with college, you can go to school, learn a program or a degree that you know that when you come out, you won't um, suffer to get a job. You understand what I'm saying? Like you do a college course that you know that when you come out like that, you're gonna get a job real quick, you know. And when you get a job, you can pay off your student loans fast enough because you have a well-paying job. Like the healthcare field, the engineering, computer science, those three fields are very lucrative. So if you go into college and you are doing you are specializing in any of those fields, you'll be good to go, because when you finish college, you won't lack a job in the internet field or computer science field. You won't lack a job in engineering. You won't lack a job in healthcare. You know, companies always hire companies are always looking people that have that skill. So I don't believe that college is a scam. College is a scam only if you go in there and you take a whole bunch of student loan and you specialize in a degree that will not even really pay you, and then you come out, you have to pay back all that money. So I don't really agree with him on that. So the next talking point he did was car insurance. Now, for the car insurance part, I don't agree with him on the car insurance, because with car insurance, if you have an accident and you have full coverage, it's not your insurance company to pay for your vehicle. This is the other person's insurance company that pays for the damages that's been done on your vehicle. So I don't know why he's saying that, oh, it's a scam because I'm paying you insurance and you can't pay my vehicle. No, the car accident wasn't your fault. It was the other person's fault. So the other person's insurance have to compensate for your damages. If you had an accident and it's your fault and you have full coverage, your insurance company will cover you too. Your insurance company will cover for your damages and will cover for any personal injuries that you have. So they are covering your vehicle, they are covering everything. So how is insurance a scam? I don't get it. I don't get why he's saying insurance is a scam. So next he says that hard work doesn't pay. He said working hard doesn't pay off. I disagree with him that working hard does pay off. It depends. It all depends on what you are working hard on. So if you are going to work every day like 9 to 5, clocking in, clocking out 9 to 5, you work every day, right? It won't pay off. But if you are working hard and you are taking your money and you are investing it in other businesses, like you invest your money in the stock market, or you can start a side hustle that you know that's going to generate extra income, that is working hard. You need to work hard and work smart at the same time. So when he says working hard doesn't pay off, I can't really agree with him on that, because working hard does pay off, but you need to be working hard and smart at the same time. So they both go together. In order for you to have a good financial situation, you need to work hard and smart at the same time. So yeah, this concludes the video, man. It was a lot that he talked about, and I just wanted to break down what he was saying. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree with him? Does the cost of living too high? Do you don't want to live anymore? He says he's waiting for Jesus Christ to come back. We're all waiting for God to come back. I'm a Christian too. So we're all waiting for God to come back. Whether life is easy or not, whether you are poor or you are young, whether you are a woman or you are a man, whether you are young or you are old, it doesn't matter. Jesus will come back someday, and we'll all have to give an account of what we have done on this earth. So comment down below. Do you agree with him? Do you disagree with him? Okay, and like, share, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.